Takia from December's Divine 555. To all my December warriors, welcome back. To any new viewers, welcome to my channel. You're all so welcome here. I'm sending you all an abundance of peace, love, most importantly, truth. I hope everyone is doing well. You're always in my thoughts, and these are some to say the least, what a time to be alive. Okay? So, I have some important energies I want to share with you guys. This is just an update on what's been going on, and some particular messages wanted to come out. So, I'm here to share them with you. And I'm not sure if this is going to be in the lines of Spirit Sage or a divine update. Okay, so we'll just see how it goes. But I want to start off with just some conversation and a little bit of astrological talk and planetary alignments. Just mind you, I'm not a astrologist. I am not a certified astrologist or anything like that. I've just studied astrology for a very long time. Like, honestly, since I would say 6 or 7, I've been interested in the stars and the universe. And my mom passed away when I was 9, but I had been apart from her since I was 6. So I would always want to know about myself and know about everything in terms of how people related, how I related to other people, etc. And my aunt who raised me would have like different magazines laying around, like Star and stuff like that. So I was drawn to the horoscopes, and from there, just throughout my life, it wasn't anything I was just even thinking on doing consciously. I just knew and understood people, and based off of their signs, would just do my own kind of skeptical kind of analysis on, was it true? Did this kind of align with how this person's personality was? And then of course, as I got older, I learned more about, the other placements of the planets. And, so it's always that desire there to know more. And, of course, as you grow up with religion and all of these structures that are made to divide and, calcify your pineal gland to keep you from understanding the truth, awakening to another level of consciousness, you are told and encouraged to push that sort of desire away. But ultimately, like I said, I'm not a certified astrologist. I just am very much invested in astrology, and I usually will do a little bit of going into that before I do one of my updates. So it's just important to know yourself, to know thyself, to know your birth chart, know your placements, know your houses, know the degrees and all of those things. And it's really everything. So, wow. So happy birthday to all of my fellow Sagittarians out there. I am a Sagittarius sun, okay? And actually, I have a stellium in Sagittarius. So I have, that's where you have 3 or more planets in a house or in a sign, okay? The degrees matter, but, definitely if you have 3 or more signs in 3 or more planets in one sign, definitely in one house, then it's going to dominate your chart to a certain aspect. So, again, happy birthday to my Saggies, and what a month it's been coming out of Scorpio season, with the retrogrades, and wow, this is a period where we're moving forward with a spaceships don't have rearview mirrors, they dip. So that's what it's like. It's like Mars is direct, and Mercury is direct, and now Neptune wants to wake up and move forward. So, a lot of heavy energies with Scorpio. But I'm here to tell you that now we have Venus, okay, entering Scorpio, and Venus does all right in Scorpio, but Venus Venus's like home is with Taurus and Libra, and these are the signs that Venus are comfortable in. Okay, comforts, stability, finances, love, relationships, and um, in Libra and Taurus, this is a comfort zone for Venus. But in Scorpio, with Scorpio, all those things, love, finances, interpersonal relationships, it goes very deep, and Venus can get a bit uncomfortable there. So without rambling too much, because this is going to be just an update, kind of a lot of oracle messages, and kind of going into what it is that Spirit wants me to reveal in this message. But today, okay, Monday the 23rd of November, the moon is in Pisces, I believe, at very late degrees, moving into Aries. So an emotional day. Many of you could be feeling, well, while I'm recording this, the moon is in Pisces. Okay, but when it uploads, it could be in Aries. So water, fire, with the moon energy, that something is, that fire energy is boiling something with the emotions on an emotional level. Something is boiling, and when something boils, it overflows if it's not attended to. It will boil until it either evaporates or overflows. Initially, it overflows and then it evaporates, okay? So that's the moon energy. Today, there's also a Mercury-Neptune trine, okay? And Mercury, the planet of communication, Neptune, that Piscean energy, and illusions, delusions. So Mercury, Neptune, magic and illusions, okay? Surrounding communication. So there's something foggy that may be coming up from the surface, information, or there's some trickiness associated with it, okay? So today, that's where we have that Mercury Neptune trine. All right, so what else? On the 21st, okay, of November, Venus entered Scorpio. Okay, Venus entered Scorpio, and that's where we have, okay, long buried problems, maybe surfacing surrounding money, finances, love, okay, things that are deep or things that have not been faced or lurking under the surface are going to be unearthed for the next month, okay? So issues surrounding money, okay, loans, secrets involving relationships, things of that nature are going to be brought up because Venus is in Scorpio, okay? So just when we thought we were kind of coming out of Scorpio season, and we were kind of, Mercury was direct, and, we have this to still deal with here with Venus. But it's Sagittarius season, okay? And with that, it brings us boldness, the vision, because Sagittarians are visionaries, okay? And energy, vitality. But just, it all depends on your chart, okay? For me, like I said, I'm a Sagittarius stellium. My sun is in Sagittarius, but I'm a Scorpio rising, and Scorpio's in my 12th house, okay? So with Venus being in Scorpio, 12th house is all about the hidden aspects, the occult, things that are not seen, the fourth dimension, okay, the subconscious. So this month will be a period of things being unearthed, truths being revealed in matters of finances, love, relationships. Okay, so know where your house, where the planets lie in your house, the degrees, to know how you can move through some of these energies. So, yeah, so that's something to consider. We also had, on the same day that Venus moved into Scorpio, we have a Venus Saturn square. Okay, so as late as the latter end of last week or the beginning of this week, you may be dealing with some issues where there may have been some disappointments, okay, or something to do with loss that you're feeling with that Venus Saturn square. Okay, and we also have on November the 28th, okay, Neptune is going direct, okay? It's been asleep in Pisces, okay, for about 5 months, and now it's moving forward. So while Neptune has been kind of sleepy in retrograde, you know, in terms of all the illusions and the fog, the mist has been kept under wraps. But starting at the end of this week, November 28th, as Neptune moves forward for the rest of the year, there are going to be things that are creeping up in relation to illusions, denial. It's like the urge to keep moving and rowing in your boat merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That's what Neptune is going to be creating. Okay, so Neptune moves forward, goes direct on the 28th, moving us into a period where there could be denial about truths and, again, illusions, delusions. And this could be something that's global that we're experiencing, or even on a smaller scale, okay? The big boom happens when we get the full moon in Gemini, which is going to also be a lunar eclipse, okay? A lunar eclipse. So, a lot going on, okay? And the cards that I pulled before this reading, it speaks of a lot of unveiling, a lot of truths being spoken, a lot of illumination in terms of what's been hid in the shadows, and it also speaks of obsession, restriction, stagnation, and how we navigate throughout all of this. Okay, with the Neptune energy and Venus in Scorpio, you can bet on some trickiness, okay? Things that are going on in the shadows in relation to illusions and magic and the occult and just intensity. So, that being said, all of this is leading into the beginning of December. And all of this is leading into that massive Jupiter Saturn. Yeah, Jupiter Saturn conjunction. That's going to be happening right at the summer solstice. I mean, the winter solstice on the 21st. Okay? But, and that's all around, you know, a few days after the Electoral College puts in their votes with, to like bust out this energy where we have projected votes, and that's where this polarity is going to come into effect. Okay, there's a lot of energy building up with all of these alignments and with all of this energy, and 5 days before the 21st, when we're going to have that massive Saturn Pluto conjunction, is where the Electoral College is going to like put in their votes. And that's just the very first week or two into December, where we're headed to a period where there's going to be a lot of confusion, okay, and surprises, things that are coming out from under the surface that's going to create a lot of intense emotion, which is going to create more of a rift between 3D and 5D and these energies that are polarizing, okay? If you want to know more about some of those things, check out some of the other Spirit Sage or Divine updates in relation to the shift and Earth's ascension and etc. So there's a lot going on, because right around December 14th is when we're going to have the new moon in Sagittarius, okay? The new moon in Sagittarius, which is going to be a solar eclipse. So much going on right now. And when we get to this energy surrounding the what is it? Yes, this November 28th, and the planet of Neptune moving direct is going to create, again, a lot of denial, illusions, and fog in terms of how we deal with information, truths, etc. So I think that kind of wraps up the planets and astrology from my standpoint. And now I'm just going to kind of quickly talk about certain things that some of you might be experiencing right now. Okay, for me, I'm still seeing so many chemtrails. It's very frustrating and it's sickening. So if people are getting sick right now, having symptoms like runny nose and respiratory issues, it's definitely, in my opinion, coming from the chemtrails. It's not a secret, but I just see more and more and more every day lining the sky, lining the clouds, and it's pretty evident that there's a lot that they are preparing for alongside the chosen ones and the conscious community. Okay, your dreams are going to be more and more revealing to you. Please write them down. Please try to analyze them, meditate on them. All right, there are truths that are coming to you now in the form of your dreams. Very, very intense energy that is going to be experienced while Venus is in Scorpio. Just in general, right now, with lockdowns and fear, family, okay? Be mindful of agents right now, okay? People coming back into your life, people who are already in your life, family, friends, no one is off limits. No one. Protect your energy, stay focused, cleanse your space, hold your light, trust your instincts and your intuition above all else. And just know that right now, sides are already chosen. Wherever you are, there you go. Wherever you go, there you are. You can't escape what's happening now. It's important to understand this. At this point, there's so much wrong with this world, it's no saving it. And the universe is using the United States right now with all of its karma and division and separation. They're using this country as a catalyst for the polarization and the split that's about to happen in relation to Earth's ascension, okay? So, it's so many timelines, so it's not a good idea to really get caught up in time or dates, but just know that what you know is what you know, and trust in that knowing and act accordingly. Hold your light and be patient with these energies. Protect your energy from anyone or anything that you feel is going to bring down your frequency. A lot of people think people of the light are, well, they tend to mistake the kindness for weakness, but in all actuality, it's about being free of judgment, and it's about healing and absolution. And if in those acts, others want to take advantage of that, you already know who you are and where you stand. And more often than not, you already know certain aspects of individuals. You just allow the universe to handle it. You allow for people to hang themselves, and you just stay in your light and your power, and all will be well. So be mindful of agents, be mindful of the gang stalking and people who are literally being sent by forces to try and infiltrate the light of the chosen ones, to try to do anything in these last moments to grapple for some type of control. There's a big energy around resistance and obsession, okay? So be very, very mindful of this as we move forward through these energies. Again, happy birthday to all the Sagittarians out there. And we're going to move forward with this reading. And I hope everyone could receive something from this message. Of course, as always, I will put the timestamps in the description so that you can move forward through anything that's drawn out or that's not, resonating with you, or that you don't have time for, or come back later, because sometimes certain things that are said may not make sense now or at this point, but they will later, okay? So this is all about, information, okay? As you all know, I never even say, and it's nothing against anyone else, smash that like button, things of that nature. It doesn't matter to me, because I feel as though whatever is meant for you to see is meant for you to see. And at this point, it's about raising the vibration, raising consciousness, and whoever needs to see it, trust me, they will. And I'm sending out love and light, peace, and the ability to balance, face your shadow, all of that out to all of you. It's so important right now. And yes, shadow work, oh my goodness. If you didn't experience that during Scorpio season, then it'll come up for you now, okay? I really have the feeling that many of you had experienced some form of shadow work, which never really ends. It's an ongoing thing. But during Scorpio season, there's something that came up for you that needed to be reviewed, whether it was actions, whether it was old past relationships, whether it was some type of addictions. Something came up for review during Scorpio season, okay, that you had to work through. And that may still be an issue for some of us to keep working through certain parts of ourselves or other people, okay? And child, the inner child work, okay? It's time to face certain parts of yourself, of your inner child, love on it, and keep moving forward. Have patience with yourself as you work through certain aspects that you aren't comfortable with, okay? So we'll leave it at that. And yeah, gonna move on forward. And let's see. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do now is start with this oracle, okay? And this oracle is called Apocalypsis. Apocalypsis. So this was the energy of this reading, okay? Apocalypsis. Removing the veil of deception. All kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypses, from big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. This card has a strong relationship to Athelia. If both cards appear in one reading, you've got some real uncovering to do. Take heed. Again, apocalypses. When aspected in the light, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. When in dark, or in terms of the shadow aspects of this archetype, nihilism, fatalism, and hopelessness. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark and revealed, seen and unearthed, no matter how revealing or relieving it is to witness them come into the light. An element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Apocalypsis. So this is very interesting card to get during this time. It's not gonna work right there. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Apocalypsis. So, very interesting. Now, the second oracle I'm going to read for you is Hasmi, the Angel of Annihilation. The Angel of Annihilation. And with Hasmi, it's all about removing something that is infiltrating, removing that which shouldn't be there. Okay? So we have Hasmi here, and the Angel of Annihilation, the Unmaker, a terrible sight to behold, the wind the void eating itself and making itself anew. Now, the fact that I said the wind, I feel as though this is something to do with truth. Okay? Wind, air, communication, truth, energy, the manipulation of energy, the infiltration of energy. A terrible sight to behold, the void eating itself and making itself anew. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmed's hands. There's something that needs to be removed. Look upon that which should not be and lose it from existence. Signs of Hasmed. A hood, an eclipse, an empty field. So this is about releasing. This is also about letting go, detaching. This is also about protection. Having this type of force behind you, you're protected. And Hasmed will unmake a situation. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmed's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. It says, look upon that which should not be and lose it from existence. If not, then Hasmed will be there. If you're a chosen one who feel as if you are, or your energy is being impinged upon, this is a sign saying not to worry, because that which should not be will be removed. Now the signs are a hood, an eclipse, an empty field. Now we have an eclipse, okay, like I mentioned, with the full moon in Gemini. We also have an eclipse with the new moon in December. All right, now that's a complete lunar cycle. Both mutable energies, Gemini and Sagittarius, polar opposites, okay? So, what I'm getting from this sign, this card, Angel of Annihilation, is that it says a hood, an eclipse, and an open field. The hood, to me, could be the firmament, okay? And a timeline could be during the period of the eclipse. So sometime after the full moon in Gemini and before the new moon on the 14th in Sagittarius in December, is where there's going to be some type of annihilation, okay? An apocalypsis. A hood is the firmament, in my opinion. Okay? That has a lot to do with the poles. December 21st. An eclipse, an empty field. Okay? So I felt like this was very important energy as well. And what else? We're going to go ahead and get into this reading, okay? So we have some very, very powerful faded overall energy that I pulled, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. I want to read these Divine Door cards because they really say a lot, and I have them here. It's 7 cards, okay, that came out. 7s are absolutely powerful numbers. Sevens are like the Chariot energy, okay? It's drive, it's passion, it's forward movement, it's confidence, it's the heavenly realm, it's acting towards an objective, it's strength, and it's having the divine behind you. Sevens are consciousness. And it's something that's moving forward really, really quickly, okay? So very intense, fast-paced, fast-forward moving energy. So we have 7 cards here. The first card, okay, the first door that we have, it says begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The movement is yours, and the moment is yours. Begin now. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now. Begin here. I feel as though there's a lot of astral traveling that's happening in the dream state, the 4th dimension. It's travel, okay, in terms of a move that may be happening, okay, soon. Begin here. It's about the Great Awakening, the Tree of Life, all that green. It's love. It's love. Begin with love. Do not fear. Love, not fear. Whatever this period of time is going to bring, have love. Hold on to love. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings. I also have the palmistry card, and it says Fortune and Tarot, Collective Destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred destiny. It's the divine and spirit is saying to pay attention to esoteric knowledge. Pay attention to everything that they told you not to pay attention to. everything is backwards. And all of the truth that's about to be revealed there's going to be a need to trust and to go deeper into who you are, knowing thyself as within, so without, as above, so below. There's something happening collectively that is destined, okay? With Venus in Scorpio, there is so much that's being unearthed for the next month that puts us right in this timeline. And you're being asked to be bold and to hold your light. Okay, we also have Anthony's Call. And it says, in thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. All things that are lost so can be found. This speaks of cycles. This speaks of endings and new beginnings. Even if we're 6 feet underground, I know that we'll be safe and sound. We're safe and sound. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost can so be found. And then we have passages. Spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Passages. Spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. So you're going to be getting a lot of synchronicities. Okay? Signs. You have to pay attention to what's closest to you. Number patterns. All kinds of synchronicities. Again, dreams, visions, words. And then we have patience. Everything soon will come to light. And then you will see things will be all right. Patience is needed. Patience is necessary. A lot of shocking truths. Unexpected revelations. It's all needed for this polarization that will happen. Patience is needed. And the last card we have here is Divine Guardian. divine guardian. You're protected, you're being guided. Archangels, ancestors, ancient ancestors, inner earth, galactic ancestors, celestial beings, family, divine guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. Divine guardian, do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. Okay? So trust in the divine path. And you're being guarded, protected, guided. All the red for me is, it's as if it represents the root and the shadow work, going through the darkness, facing the darkness. It's all meant to happen. It's meant to be this way so that polarization could happen, so that we could have the split between 3D and 5D. But the red just represents all the Scorpio energy that is still prevalent, and with Venus being in Scorpio now as well, it's going to bring up a lot of different situations throughout this month, this energy. Okay, and again, it's all meant to happen for this polarization that is imminent. Okay, but again, do not be nervous. This path is the only path, and it's the right path. And what is not meant to be will be unmade. Look upon that which should not be and lose it from existence. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmi's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. So, moving on to the tarot. Okay, again, this is just an update. It's mostly consisted of oracles, but I did pull some overall faded energy for the reading, and I'm just going to pull a few cards to just clarify, and we'll end it at that. But what we have here is the moon, okay, and this is, for me as a reader, Scorpionic energy, but in tarot it's Pisces, and of course the moon is the lord of Cancer. Okay, so we have the moon card here, and it speaks of the subconscious mind. It speaks of purging the shadow work, and with the moon here, again, today we are experiencing that Mercury Neptune trine. All right, so there is an energy here around magic and illusions and communication. So there could definitely be the energy of some of that Neptune fog coming up for review. And again, with the moon, we have that need to trust intuition. moon also breeds attraction. It's feminine energy. And it's also fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of facing oneself, fear of change, trusting in the truths of what the shadow brings forward, and knowing that fear is an illusion and it's time to purge negativity. And this is about tapping into the inner awareness and being aware of what comes to light and how it can transform you versus consume you. All right, so I feel as though this is upright, and it's really about being prepared for something that could come forward that could cause frustration, confusion, disbelief, unhappiness, but being so balanced in the work that you've done thus far that you can see through the illusions and your intuition. This is also letting me know it's like intuition, and there's something that you know subconsciously, and it's going to be confirmed through something that's illuminated, okay? And this could have already happened. Today, November 23rd, we had the Mercury-Neptune trine, and then on the 28th, we have Neptune going direct. So there could be some very tricky things coming about in relation to communication. This could be on a global scale, of course, politically, relationships, of course, because we have Neptune. Venus, that's in Scorpio as well. Okay, so any of the intuitive water energies, or any one or situation or circumstances embodying this energy. But again, very tricky energy here, in terms of what could be revealed, how you deal with it, how you face it, how you transmute it, how you transform within that space. Okay, and the next card that we have is the Star. Okay, so this is very, very beautiful to me. This is Aquarius energy. And also, what else did I want to mention? Yeah, Venus-Uranus opposition. Venus-Uranus opposition. But of course, right now, Uranus is in deep sleep, is retrograde in Taurus, I believe. But yeah, here we have Uranus energy with the Star. Uranus is the Lord of Aquarius. So again, Aquarius, Uranus, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. We're moving out of that Piscean age into the Aquarian age, and there's so much happening right now. Okay, with that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, where both of those planets are moving into Aquarius. So again, this is about that winter solstice, the energy surrounding the shift, the split, and all of that Aquarius energy. And it's about truth. is definitely about truth. And we do have a Venus Uranus opposition that's going to be on the 27th of November, which is once a year thing. And this could actually bring in some positivity, okay, throughout all of this very intense periods for everyone. Okay, so with a Venus Uranus opposition, this can be unexpected changes. Like things could shift in love or like in terms of money, because Uranus with Venus, it's very unexpected, you know, situations. Because with Uranus, you get, you know, out of the box ideas, radical changes. And with Scorpio being, Venus being in Scorpio, and we're having a Venus Uranus opposition, depending on where all these planets lie in your chart, it could be positive, negative, you know, it's all on how you manipulate yourself through these energies. For me, like I said, I have, you know, I'm a Scorpio rising with Scorpio in the 12th house, with Uranus in Scorpio in the 12th house. Okay, and I have a trine in Sagittarius, and I have a I actually have a Earth trine and a fire trine, but I have a stellium in Sagittarius. Okay, one of those planets that I have in Sag are the Sun, and the other is Venus. All right, so this Venus Uranus opposition could definitely affect me in a certain way. With Scorpio being in Venus, that affects my second house, first house. Also, Uranus being natally in my 12th house, which is Scorpio. Okay, so knowing your chart is important. Anyway, Uranus being the ruler of Aquarius, and with the star coming out on top of the moon, it's just talking about more truth. Truth, truth, truth coming out. Things that have been in the dark coming to light. But being prepared, knowing thyself, and going within. It's like not looking outside of yourself for anything at this point, and holding your light. Okay, when it comes to the star, it's understanding that through confusion, through despair, through the tests of faith that could come about, and negativity. And again, this could be on a global scale, or this could be personal, interpersonal relationships, because with Scorpio being in, Venus being in Scorpio, you're going to get a lot of information, a lot of things coming out, deep things, okay? Because Venus is all about relationships, finances, love. And with that Venus being in Scorpio, it's all about intensity, okay? And transformation. So things being on Earth in relation to finances, in relation to love, relationships, and money. And this could be, again, a large scale, on the global scale, politics, family. So it's telling you that you have truth on your side, going within as these tests of faith come about. You know, negativity around you, confusion, what is made or presented to you, or what is being revealed that was kept in the shadows to cause confusion. Okay, this could be things that are just happening out of your control. It could be individuals, agents, people who literally are being sent by the dark, being sent by parts of themselves that are not balanced to create confusion and to test you at this time. It's telling you that you are embarking on a new phase, a new time, a new period, and that understand your connection to the universe, to the truth, which is consciousness. Okay? And all that you seek is available and within you. And it's time to embrace new ideas, and it's time for growth. Whatever is revealed is going to create growth, just like with the Apocalypse card. It spoke on like forest fires, okay? Sometimes things happen, destruction happens in order for something to be regenerated. What is being unveiled is needed. There's phases to it. It's sometimes things that you've known on an unconscious level that you have known on a conscious level but chose to ignore. Something is being unveiled so that it can be faced and it can be moved on from, so that you can evolve. Okay? Evolve, evolution. Evolve is like love to me backwards. It's not written the same way, but to me it sounds the same. All right? Like evolve is EVOLVE, but when you say it backwards, if you just spell it EVOL without completing the rest of the word, it's love. So in order to evolve through anything, it takes knowledge. It takes the truth, right? The truth is love. You can't get to a certain level of truth without love, okay? So in terms of how you deal with your interpersonal relationships and things of that nature, it's knowing that anyone who wants to keep you in a certain level of despair or confusion does not love themselves. And if you don't love yourself, how can you truly evolve? And anything less than that is not true love. It's just existing. It's just living, which is evil spelled backwards. Next we have, and I think we're going to put our star card there. Next we have the Empress, okay, which is 3 energy. And the Empress came out right after the star card, okay? So that brings me back to that Venus-Uranus opposition, all right? Which is really all about, and right now Uranus is in Taurus, so there you go. The Empress represents Taurus, Libra, both ruled by Venus, and the Empress is represented by the number 3, which is about balance. It's about consciousness, equilibrium, alignment. So there's a lot going on, okay, in relation to truth and stability. Pay attention to where you have Uranus in your chart. Okay, anybody who may have a lot of fixed energy in their chart could really be feeling these energies pretty strongly. Like wherever Taurus is or Libra. Like if you have a Libra North Node, or if you have Uranus in Taurus, or Uranus in Scorpio, or Uranus in Leo, or if you have Uranus in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio or Aquarius, then it's very important to go within and to brace yourself for things that are going to be brought up for you. Okay, and that even includes your sun as well, your moon, rising. But yeah, so this also is the divine conveying that balance is being restored to the world, to your personal situation. That the only way out is in, and that there is a need to harness some of the shadow aspects that are being brought up, being revealed into something creative. Okay, something creative. With the Empress, you get that feminine power of creativity, of nourishment, of rebirth, of fertility. So out of the chaos, out of the apocalypses, out of the unveiling of what's dark, what's hidden, what's dark, what's hidden, there will be an opportunity to flourish, to restore balance, to regain control. There's an opportunity to reconnect here in a very abundant way. This is going within to understand. And again, like with the forest fire, after the damage is done, there is opportunity for regeneration. There's opportunity to rebuild. Everything that happens in nature, even if it appears to be destruction, it's happening for growth. The lava that spills over the land, it is carbon in that, and that does something amazing for the earth. Okay, whatever's happening globally in this world with the elites and the agendas, everything is happening. The elections is happening to bring things to a certain peak so that something could be reborn, renewed. With the Empress, you get the energy of rebirth, of birth, of Mother Earth, of, you know, this is on a like really smaller scale, just whatever you're dealing with, whatever's happening in your life, whatever is being unearthed, whatever secrets are being unveiled, you know, whatever truths are being brought out, go within, hold your light, and know that you are the Empress. You are manifesting your desires. Be mindful of your thoughts, of your words, of your actions, whatever happens around you, whether it's with family, with a lover, with business, with the, you know, circumstances that are happening globally. Channel those feelings into something positive. Hold your light. Do not be sucked into what's happening around you, all of the negativity, because that's what you'll manifest during this time. Hold your light and understand that everything that's happening in a very negative way, people around you that are neglectful, feeling disconnected, people that are resisting change, go within, meditate, whatever that means for you. Okay, there's no set way. Just find balance, keep your balance, and know that creation is working its magic. the Creator is working its magic, and there is a regeneration happening here. There's an opportunity for growth here. There's a reconnection that's happening after something that would have been presented for fear is going to be turned into knowledge and new beginnings, manifestation. Okay, and the last card that we have is Judgment. Judgment, okay? Judgment. This is all about freedom. And Judgment is number 20, and it breaks down to 2. Okay? And when it comes to judgment, again, freedom. The truth will set you free to begin again. 2s are about accumulation. There's something that's been accumulating under the surface. Okay, Scorpio and Venus in Scorpio is going to bring it out in terms of deep, dark secrets. Political crap, gunk, global information, interpersonal relationships, love, money, finances. So, blockages, rejection, feeling stuck. 2s are about gestation. 2 things coming together, like 3D and 5D. These energies are already mixed together, and the things that Venus and Scorpio and these eclipses and Neptune going direct is going to bring about is a polarization. 2 forces that are mixed together, extremes. A polarization will happen, and then there will be a splitting. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say Judgment 22, number 20, I'm sorry, breaking down to 2. It's about ideas, preparing for action and conflict. At the end of this month, on November 28th, Neptune goes direct. We have the full moon. We have already Mercury and Neptune had a trine where there's a lot of illusions and things of that nature going on. All of what's being uncovered, unearthed, truths coming out, things that are hidden, a lot of shadow work being done, a lot of shadow work not being done. It's creating a lot of energy that's coming to a head. And again, 2s are about changeability and conflict and preparing for action. So with Judgment here upright, it's being prepared, and it's moving through what these energies bring up, okay, during these difficult alignments, and moving through the self-doubt, rejection, blockages, stagnation, and preparing for a rebirth, preparing for freedom, preparing for some type of absolution and healing, a renewal, okay, after the forest fire, after the volcano, after the flood, after the hurricane, after the tsunami, after some type of event. And I'm speaking just generally. Of course, this could be all the energies leading up to the electoral college, into the election, into the election results, and all of these things leading up to the winter solstice, okay? But that's a global scale. This could definitely be just things that are happening in terms of your interpersonal relationships, your career, your family, love, money, parts of yourself that you are healing, shadow work that you're doing, things that are coming up in terms of childhood trauma. Is this a sign, and this is a message from the divine, that you're moving through it? You're moving through it. The pain, the rejection, the self-doubt, the blockages, the stagnation, and you are healing, answering the call. The little moths look like little spaceships here, all around, waiting. You are protected. There is the energy of something precise being prepared and planned. Time sensitive energy is what I get from this picture, but it's divinely guided, and there is a renewal that's happening. There's a freedom that I see from all of this, okay? And with judgment, we have Scorpio energy, and some even would say a Sagittarius, because with judgment, it's Pluto energy, but it's also about the ring of fire, okay? And Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's that energy of regeneration, and it's that energy of, because you have Scorpio, Sag, they are right, two signs very close together, and we're in Sagittarius season, right? And it's all about, again, I said, that boldness, that visionary energy, vitality, and higher knowledge, okay? Higher knowledge. But either way, this is very important, okay? This judgment card, because this is all the energy of information coming out, truths coming out. As within, so without. As above, so below. Balance. After truth. Going within. Facing the shadow. Facing the truth. Healing. And all that is being revealed, again, is going to create opposing sides. And as Neptune goes direct on November 28th, the rest of the year is going to be that energy again of row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Wanting to be in denial about what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. But the divine is saying to trust in your inner knowing, in your inner guidance, and to not get lost, caught up in anything that is going to lower your vibration, and not be susceptible to illusions. To know, and to know that your knowing is leading to balance, is leading to something new, okay? Something new. A new way a new age, a new you, okay? A new look, a new perspective, on a very smaller scale, just a new perspective of who you are, your relationships, what this truth, what this forest fire, whatever the forest fire means to you, whatever's unveiled, whatever comes out, knowing that it's going to lead you to this, the star, the empress, and judgment, freedom. Freedom. Oops, we want the star here because the truth. Okay. And like I said, on the bottom of this deck, we have Death card, okay, in reverse. More Scorpio energy. As we came out of Scorpio season, people dealt with things that have come up in terms of addictions, in terms of obsessions, in terms of, stagnation, the shadow, trauma, childhood pain, things that needed to be reviewed. It was a tough period for everyone. And a period where there was not a lot of movement, even resistance to your own growth, other people resisting your growth. So with the Death card here in reverse, it's just acknowledgement that there are individuals, people, circumstances that will be presenting themselves that are placed in your reality to prevent this process, to prevent this freedom and this renewal from happening. Okay? But change, endings, beginnings, and transition and transformation is imminent, and it's destined. But there are individuals who are in this energy who are not transforming, who are not changing, who are stuck. Okay, who are stuck. And again, your soul decides which path you take, and some of those paths have already been decided. So some people want to bring you down with them, or they're taking as many passengers as they can take. So that's why it's important to hold your light, to stay in your power, because again, wherever you go, there you are. Again, Scorpio energy, Pluto energy is all about transformation here, reminding you that you must shed what is old and familiar to become something new. You must break old habits and release that which is hindering you to make room for something new. Some do not want this to happen for themselves. They don't want it to happen for you. And some may want that to happen, but feels it's too late. Okay? So now we're just gonna pull a few cards here to just to get a little bit more clarity. Any other important messages, please? Unknown source. Divine Spirit. All the archangels. Inner masters. Talking above. Ancestors. Talking above. Inner earth. Galactic realms. Any other important messages, please? Okay, we have patience, all right? After any death process, we have temperance, all right? Patience card is also like temperance, okay? Number 14, breaking down to 5, there will be changes. There will be a breaking down of an ideal. There will be enlightenment, truth that comes out. But throughout all of this, it's required after any death process where you have released and allow transformation to happen, there has to be patience, there has to be temperance, okay? So you are being protected, you are being guided. This is Sagittarius energy here. And again, I'm not surprised because we're in Sagittarius season. So this is all about patience and divine guidance and being protected and guided by your ancestors, by your angels, by your spirit team, that all is well. All is well. Okay, and we have the King of Earth. All right, for me as a reader, the kings are always the cardinal energy, and so that would be Capricorn, but masculine earth energy. It could be Virgo or Taurus. But with the King of Earth, this is also talking about the patriarchy and like breaking down that old system of government, of the elites, and knowing that whatever's revealed, you're going to stand in your power. And this is a very protective energy, very grounded energy. The King of Pentacles, the King of Earth, is a master manifester and in control, prosperous, abundant, strong, and powerful. This is like influence, okay? The divine is saying to stand in your power and to recognize your influence on others. You will not succumb to abuse. You will not suppress what you feel, what you hold dear, what you believe in. And you have what it takes to move through any period that feels rocky. And to, again, stand in your power. You're protected, you're divinely guided. And here we have the sun, okay? Leo energy. Leo energy. Number 19, breaking down to a 2, okay? So we have 2, 2, 2 in this reading. Again, 2s are all about preparing for action. It could also mean conflicts, but it also is about new ideas and something building up, okay? To me, this literally looks like a promise of something new to come, a promise of new earth, a promise of what is returning, a promise of abundance, the sun, creation, new life, success, radiance, energy, DNA upgrades, joy, not letting anyone steal your joy, standing in your power, and being patient and prepared for what's to come. After every dark night, there is a brighter day after that. This is strength, and this is hope, and this is assured vitality, assured clarity, and enlightenment in consciousness on a global scale. On a smaller scale, this is just standing in your power, being patient, knowing that anything that you're faced with, you can handle, that you're guided and protected. You are in a position of power and strength for a reason. You're born for this. You are chosen for this. And do not allow anyone to it's not about you allowing it. It will not be allowed for anyone to infiltrate what it is that is your divine destiny. What is your birthright? Again, you are highly protected and being guided. And even if someone wants to try to infiltrate, the Unmaker, the angel of annihilation, will remove that which does not belong, okay? There's nothing to fear here. Highly protected energy, and actually very abundant. Clarity, truth, stability, all of that is coming. All of that is actually here. So this is very beautiful energy. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? We have the Three of Earth, okay? Capricorn energy. So this is all about that regeneration energy. Whatever is coming out, whatever has been resisted, whatever is being illuminated throughout this period, especially with Venus being in Scorpio and some of the other planetary alignments that we have that are shaking things up, like Neptune, okay? Whatever's revealed, you can handle it. We have the Sun, King of Earth, Temperance, Empress, Judgment, okay, and the Star. There is truth coming, obviously, and there is the energy here of hope, renewal, new beginnings, regeneration. Whatever comes as a casualty of war, whatever is unveiled with this apocalypse energy, okay, just understand that there are solutions that are on the way. There are solutions that are already implemented with the Three of Pentacles, all right? Underlying things or people, because Three of Pentacles is about people you work with, situations that you touch, taste, feel. Here on the material world, it's individuals, family, friends, lovers, whoever, circumstances. And it's things that possibly could cause you disharmony, people who are in competition with you, interference, people who create blockages, stagnation, or this is parts of yourself that these things are coming up for review, and that's where shadow work is needed. It's telling you that success is going to be gained throughout these challenges. This is collaboration, this is solutions and confidence moving forward, okay? Confidence moving forward. And then we have 3-3, okay? So balance, action, creativity. The first step without really a precise direction, but knowing that things are changing and there are solutions, okay? There are solutions. So that is beautiful. And we're just going to pull a few oracles to end the reading. These decks are so huge. Can we have some divine advice, please? Divine advice for the collective. We have nourish yourself first. Nourish yourself first, okay? So the divine is saying, again, there are some major, intense shifts that are happening on the planet, in your world, globally and personally. Nourish yourself first. There are things that are so wrong with this world that they're unfixable, but you can always start with yourself. Always. At this point, in terms of souls, a lot of souls have already chosen their path, light or dark. I know we all have light and dark within us. We all are good and we all are evil. We all are light and we all are darkness. We all are beings of duality. But in this journey, the idea is to evolve and to understand the dual nature of yourself and to find balance in that. And when that's not done, then there's work to be done. When that's resisted and there's a choice that's made to reside in one or the other. So nourish yourself first. Go within, do the healing that's needed so that you can have something left to give to someone else. Change tracks. Change tracks, okay? So this is definitely just for some, there could be a need to really reevaluate actions, thoughts, because there could be, a path that is not conducive of your growth. And there could be some type of head-on collision that's up ahead. We have engage higher reason. Engage higher reason. And that's self-explanatory. It's, a different perspective may be needed. And it's also time to rise above something. To take yourself out of a situation that keeps you in a mindset that is stagnant, that is not evolving. Engage higher reason. And we have forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Some things you cannot get closure on. Some things are just meant to be forgiven and forgotten and moved on. Okay? I take it that there could be a lot that's coming out about certain aspects, people, situations, circumstances, personal growth that is going to take a lot of forgiving. Parts of yourself, other people, truths that are coming out, shocking truths. Again, apocalypse energy is all about unveiling the truth. Unveiling the truths that lead to deep introspection and acknowledgement, then healing and possibly new beginnings. But getting there and accepting it, forgiving oneself, forgiving others, facing the shadow, purging, and moving forward, or letting things be as they are, because you can't save everyone and everyone can't go with you. So forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. And bottom of the deck, we have be decisive. Be decisive, okay? It's all about knowing yourself. It's all about knowing where you are at this space and time. And you can only choose one side. You can't have two masters. You can only choose one side. Be decisive. Be decisive. What do you need to release? And let's see what the divine wants us to leave with. Wow. As I split the deck, what are you devoted to? Okay? Where do your devotions lie? What are you bound to? What are you attached to? What would you do for the earthly attachments? What are your addictions? What are you codependent towards? What do you fear? What are you releasing? What is guiding you? What do you believe in? Tupac said, who do you believe in? Until I'm leaving, I'm asking the grieving, who do you believe in? What do you believe in? Believe in yourself. Believe in the universe. That's why you're born into this existence. That's why you have a natal chart. Know thyself. You are the sun. You are consciousness. You are all that was, all that will be. You are God, Goddess. Living this earthly experience to evolve in your consciousness. We're all connected. Believe in yourself. Final messages, please. We have received. Received. There is something that is going to be received in the form of messages, in the form of enlightenment. A message, a download, And it may not be something that you want to accept. Timeline. Winter solstice. Okay, December 21st. My birthday is December 20th. But you know, December 21st, the first day of winter, the winter solstice, okay, which is the same day as the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, all right? There's something being received. We have a timeline here of winter. This could also represent your uniqueness, your unique blueprint. Know thyself, who you are, your contribution to creation. Every snowflake is unique. Water in all forms is consciousness, truth. You will receive truth. Winter. The first day of winter, again, is December 21st, which is the same day as the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. Now, as you guys know, in terms of the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, every conjunction signals the beginning of a new cycle. Okay, the great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn is all about like economics, political, religious issues. That's Jupiter. Saturn is about business, systems of law and order, karma, lessons, things of that nature. We had a Saturn-Pluto conjunction in 1961. Okay, Kennedy assassination, Vietnam War, all kinds of political issues. This Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in 2000 foreshadowed 9/11. Okay, the war in 2007 and 8, and the different political and things that happened after that. All right, and so there's also like a Uranus-Pluto square. Okay, that is important as well. But Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, winter solstice, this is what the divine is leaving us with in relation to information being received. Any other important messages? Okay, we have, wow. We have information being received that we may not be prepared for with the winter timeline, December 21st, Jupiter, Saturn conjunction. And we also have bound. It's like the Devil card. Again, Capricorn energy. This could be around the Capricorn new moon. This is also Saturn. So again, karma, lessons. What are you attached to? What are your addictions? What do you believe in? What are your fears? Okay, what do you need to release? And the last card we have is new direction. All right, a new direction. This is what the divine wants to leave us with here. All right, everything that's happening is preparing us for information that we're going to be receiving. All right, this is a timeline around the winter, the Pluto, the Saturn, Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. We have bound. It's about releasing. It's about illusions, releasing, letting go of illusions, letting go of time. Time is such a earthly, material thing. When you are infinite consciousness, when you are a multidimensional being, you're not bound to time. Time is just man-made. It's an illusion. It's breaking free of this matrix, and it's moving to a new direction toward the sun. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? Mm-hmm. A lot of healing. Keep doing your healing, and do not stop healing. Keep working on yourself, leading up to the shift. And also, this is what's going to be the end game. You know, whether it's with the shift, when all of this healing energy comes down, DNA activations, and after this new direction is started, it's going to be more healing. Okay, so this is the energy that the divine wants to leave us with. It's really just reiterating everything. Communication coming in, Neptune going direct. As all of this information comes in, unveiling truths being dropped, truth bombs being dropped on the world, within your personal life, interpersonal relationships. Venus in Scorpio, which is bringing things deep from Hades, deep from the depths, to be reviewed in relation to money, love, everything, politics, all of these things. It's being received, and the divine is saying it's time to release. It's time to prepare for a new direction. Whatever is coming out, whatever truths are being revealed, this is a timeline. This is all about wrapping up loose ends, healing, processing. It's about balance being restored. It's about the regeneration process after any type of devastation that leads to freedom. New earth, new perspectives. Nourishing energy. Healing energy. Absolution. Answered prayers, blessings. And truth. So I'll leave it at that, guys. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that this came on time for anyone who needed some type of reassurance, or that can resonate with any of this information. Again, I love you all. Okay, I love you all. Keep doing the work. Keep holding your light. Stay focused. Do not get distracted. Stay in your power. Keep your vibration high now more than ever. Spread love wherever you go. And know that even in the twilight of the darkest and coldest night of December, remember that you'll be fine. There is nothing that can stop what's truly divine. Until next time.